Hello everyone, we will practice Hatha yoga. We will do a general warm-up, moving all muscles and joints, and then we will make our way towards a headstand. Don't worry if you cannot do it. Don't worry if you're afraid. We will do it step by step, and you only need to go as far as you feel safe. As usual, keep practicing, considering your own body. Don't do anything that makes you feel sharp pain, and try to take it easy, but also try to do the exercises. So try to find a balance between the two and do what feels good. We will start in sitting. It's a good thing if you have something under your pelvis, so it's elevated, it's more comfortable to sit. You can start in any position. If cross-leg sitting is not for you, then just start like this or this. But if you can do this, I recommend doing this or one of the variations of this. Pull your chin back a little and stretch upwards with the top of your head, like if you would be pulled. Move your shoulders back and down, and then relax. Put your hands on your knees, palms facing down or up, that's your preference. And close your eyes. Start bringing your focus here. First, you can just focus on the immediate outer environment, like the sounds or the wind if you're outside. And then make your way inwards. Start feel your whole body. Start to feel the heat, your muscles, your every cell. And try to relax. Try to relax all your body, all that is not needed for sitting straight. Just try to enjoy. Try to enjoy focusing on your body. Try to enjoy being in your body. And slowly start bringing your focus over to your breathing. First, just observe, don't change. Observe how long are your inhale and exhale. Which muscles do you use? Is your breathing continuous or not? And slowly start to change it. First, make the longer of your breath the same length as your shorter one. You can count in yourself if that helps. And if you manage to do that, then you can start making them a little longer. Make sure you don't run out of breath. Make sure your breathing can be calm and continuous. And slowly let go of this breathing. Return to your natural breathing for a second. And then after your next exhale, start breathing using only your stomach. Every inhale, your stomach expands circularly. And every exhale, it retracts circularly. Try to make sure that your ribcage and chest are still. If it helps, you can use one of your hands. You can put one hand on your stomach and the other on your ribcage. And then every inhale, just press out your hand on your stomach. And you can feel with your other hand if your ribcage is still or not. Try to make your breathing soft and continuous. And after your next exhale, start breathing using your ribcage. Your ribcage and chest expand circularly. With an inhale and with an exhale, they retract circularly. Your stomach is almost still. If you can feel, every inhale, if you can feel your belly button moving backwards and upwards a little, that's completely fine. And after the next exhale, move your hands under your collarbones and try to breathe into this area. This will be probably a shorter breath, but try to keep it continuous and soft. And after the next exhale, put back down your hands and start breathing with full yogic breath, which is first use your stomach, then ribcage and the top of your lungs, and then breathe out from your chest, ribcage and top of your lung. Do this in your own rhythm. You always start both exhale and inhale, starting from the bottom, and then work your way upwards. Try to make this breathing as soft and continuous as possible. I could also say effortless. And after the next exhale, return to your natural breathing. Put down your hands to your knees and just observe. Notice if anything has changed. And slowly blinking, open your eyes. And you can move around a little. Take out the pillow or book or brick from under your pelvis and get into hands and knees. First, stretch one of your legs. Stretch backwards with your heel. And stretch your other leg. And get back into hands and knees. Elevate the base of your palm a few times. Try to use as little momentum as possible. You can also roll over to the top of your fingers if you're feeling strong. And stop with the next one and start making small circles above your palm. Make this go around slowly. Try to observe the weight distribution, how the weight distribution changes on your palms. And stop, and the other direction. And slowly stop. Tilt your pelvis backwards, this will be the backwards direction, and forwards, this will be the forwards direction. Now tilt it backwards and let this movement ripple through your spine. Do this with an exhale. And with an inhale, tilt your pelvis forwards and let this ripple through your spine. And with an exhale, the opposite. Inhale, opposite. And start doing this, Marjorie, in your own breathing rhythm. If you feel like it, you can move a little backwards and forwards. Every exhale, move a little backwards with your whole body, and every inhale, move forwards. And with the next exhale, stop. When you're being back, if you didn't do this, then just bring backwards your pelvis and stretch forwards with your hands. Try to aim backwards with your sitting bones and try to push your palms down into the mat just a little. Don't push too hard, but use a little force. And try to rotate upwards your elbow band. And slowly get back into hands and knees again. Put one of your hands in the middle. And with an inhale, stretch upwards with your other hand and try to bring up your hand very close to your body. And try to keep your pelvis in the middle. And with an exhale, put back down your hand and switch your hands and stretch upwards with your other hand. With an inhale. And with an exhale, put back down your hand. And now, with your left hand, bring it under your right shoulder. Bring it to the side. You can put down your hands if you can. And if you want to make this twist a little more intense, then just push your right hand into the mat. And try to keep your pelvis in the middle. And get up with an inhale, and with an exhale, do this with the other hand. And with an inhale, again in the middle, go back into Shashankasana just for a little. And from here, try to roll forward as close to the ground as possible. And arrive into Bhujangasana, Cobra. Your hands should be next to your floating ribs. You should flex your buttocks and push your pelvis into the ground hard. And every breath, try to aim forward with your chest. Stretch forward with your chest every inhale. And stretch backwards and towards each other with your elbows. And from here, slowly relax and push yourself up into hands and knees. Put down your toes. Push down your palms into the ground and elevate your pelvis. Arrive into mountain and start bending your knees alternately. You can also make your hips go to the side if it feels good. And when it feels right, slowly stop with the bending and just try to get comfortable. The hands should be stretched. The arms should be stretched. And you should push your palms into the ground. Rotate upwards your elbow bands. The neck should be relaxed. The knees can be bent. The heels don't have to touch the ground. And just stretch backwards with your sitting bones. And from here, with an inhale, start to move forwards into a plank, into a high plank. And with an exhale, go backwards. And inhale forwards, high plank. Exhale, backwards, mountain. And slowly get back, stop, get back into hands and knees. And again, get back into mountain. Now elevate your left leg, pull it close to your chest and step up next to your left hand. I'll move my mat a little so you can see me better. And from here, start rocking your hip to the left and right. Only move it as much as it's comfortable to you. And now start making circles with it. Start with little circles and make it wider as it becomes more easier. And the other direction. And slowly stop. Bring your left leg between your arms and with an inhale stretch forwards with your chest. Push your hind foot into the ground and with an exhale move your pelvis backwards and press your front foot into the ground, your front heel. With an inhale forwards, with an exhale backwards. Do this in your own rhythm a few times. And this is still a warm-up exercise, so don't take it to the limit. Try to relax a little also. And start with the next inhale. Move your leg back to the side and bring your right heel to your buttocks. Flex your thigh flexors. Don't let them get cramps. And put back down, toes down, and stretch your leg. And from here put down again and slowly elevate your upper body, straighten up. If it's too hard for your knee, then you can put a pillow under to make it more comfortable. Start pushing your hind foot down into the ground. Tilt your pelvis backwards. This is the backwards direction. So you can feel, you can already start feeling a little stretching in the front of your hip. And start moving forwards and down. Keep this backward tilt in your pelvis. You can flex your right buttocks, so you can have this get relaxed. And with every inhale, you can stretch upwards with your upper body. But that's not the main point. We are now warming up and stretching and strengthening the front of the hip. Find a balance between strength and comfort. Try to relax as you work on your hip. Try to breathe softly, continuously. And with the next inhale, straighten up, and with the next exhale, bend forward over your front leg. Just relax now. And move forward. Straighten your hind leg. Step back with your other. It's Falakasana. Make sure that your pelvis doesn't fall to the ground, but your body stays straight. And from here, rotate forwards, your elbow bends. Put down your knees and try to put down your chest and chin in front of your chest. Make sure that the majority of the weight is on your hands. And from here, with an inhale, push forward into Bhujangasana. And from here, push yourself up into mountain. And try to rest here a little. Try to make this position relaxing. You can notice the difference between your two sides, especially in the area around your hip. And now slowly pull up your right leg to your chest and step forward next to your right hand. And start rocking your hip to the left and right. And start making little circles with it. And to the other direction. And slowly stop. Bring your right foot between your hands and with an inhale stretch forwards, push your hind foot, and with an exhale backwards, push your front heel. Do this in your own rhythm. And stop with the next inhale. Move your foot back to the side and pull up your heel to your buttocks. And put back, toes down, stretch your leg. Stretch backwards with your heel, forwards with your chest. and put it back down. And again, straighten up your upper body. Tilt your pelvis backwards, press your hind foot into the ground, and slowly start moving forward and down. Flex your left buttocks. And find the balance. Make sure you don't push your hands on your leg. They are relaxed, like you could put them down or up, whichever feels nice to them. And breathe. And with the next inhale, straighten up. And exhale, bend over. And move back forwards again. Stretch your hind leg. And step back with your other. And from here, Ashtangasana, put down your knees, elbow bends forwards, and put down your chest and chin. And from here, Bhujangasana. And mountain, Sumervasana. And slowly start walking towards your hands. Arrive in a forward bend if you need to. If it's too much for your thigh flexor, then just bend your knees. You can do this anytime. And from here, vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly straighten up your upper body. We will do Surya Namaskara now. Close your legs. The base of the big toe is touching, like this. Push down your soles into the mat. Pull back your chin a little and stretch upwards with the top of your head. Move your shoulders back and down. Stretch downwards with your fingers. But also make sure that your shoulder is relaxed, that you are not flexing it, just stretching down. Tadasana. This will be our starting and ending position. And from here, inhale, exhale, close your hands in front of your chest. Inhale, stretch upwards. Exhale, bend forward. You can bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, step back with your right foot. Push your right foot into the ground and stretch forward with your chest. And the next exhale, step backwards with your left leg. Phalakasana. Rotate forwards your elbow bends, and with the next exhale, put down your knees and chest and chin. And with the next inhale, push forward into Bhujangasana. And with the next exhale, push yourself up into mountain. With the next inhale, step forwards with your right foot. And stretch forward with your chest and push your left foot into the ground. With the next exhale, step up and bend forward. And with the next inhale, slowly, bit by bit, straighten up and stretch upwards. Exhale, hands together in front of chest. Inhale, Tadasana. Rest here for a few breaths. Just observe your body. Now we will do the other direction. So get ready. And inhale. Exhale, close your hands. Inhale, stretch upwards. Exhale, bend forwards. Inhale, step back with your left leg now. Stretch forward. Exhale, step back with your right foot. And with the next exhale, put down your knees and chest and chin. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, push yourself up into mountain. Inhale, step forward with your left foot. Exhale, step up with your right leg and bend forward. Slowly, bit by bit, straighten up and stretch upwards with an inhale. Exhale, close your hands. Inhale, Tadasana. You can make a little step. Just relax your whole body. You can even close your eyes. And try to notice the little feelings inside your body. And slowly open your eyes if you close them. Stand back again in Tadasana. We will do one more round. I will use less instructions now. If you want more detail, then you can just roll back the video. So, Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale, close your hands. Inhale, upwards. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, step back with your right foot. Exhale with your left foot. Next exhale, Ashtangasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, step forwards with your right foot. Stretch forward. Exhale, step up with your left leg, bend forward. Inhale, straighten up. Stretch upwards. Exhale, close your hands. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, close your hands. Inhale, stretch upwards. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, step back with your left foot. Stretch forwards. Exhale, step back with your right foot. Falakasana. Exhale, put down your knees. Ashtangasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, mountain. Left foot forwards. Inhale. Stretch forwards. Exhale, step up, bend forward. Inhale, bit by bit, straighten up, stretch upwards. Exhale, close your hands. Inhale, Tadasana. Make a little spread again and focus inside. Relax. You can stay where you are. We will do a balance practice, which I believe will be good for the headstand. Try to find a fixed point with your eyes. It will help you keep your balance. And slowly start, we are in Tadasana. Slowly start moving your weight over to your left foot. And slowly try to elevate your right. If you can elevate it above your hip, then just grab it with your hands. Push your left foot into the ground and try to stretch upwards with the top of your head. And if you have found a balance in here, you can let go of your left hand and stretch backwards with it. You can stop here, but if you would come further, then slowly start to turn your head towards your stretched hand. And slowly turn back your head and bring back your arm and grab, and now let go with the other and stretch backwards with that. This will probably be the harder direction. If you would come further, then slowly start turning your head. If you lost your balance, then just slowly get back into position. No need to comment on yourself. And slowly turn back your head and then your arm as well. Let go with both hands. Straighten your leg and put it down. Relax a little. You can even sigh if you need to. Sigh is great for relaxing the whole body. And now, Tadasana again. Start moving your weight over to your right foot. Watch a fixed point and slowly elevate your left leg and grab it with your hands. You can stop here, but if you would want to come further, then slowly let go with your right hand and stretch backwards. And if you have found the balance, then slowly turn your head towards it. And slowly look back with your head and bring back your arm. Let go with your other backwards and slowly turn your head. This may be the easier direction for you or the harder. Most people are asymmetrical. And slowly turn back your head and arm. Let go with both hands. Straighten and put down. Make a little spread, bend your knees if you need to, and slowly, bit by bit, bend forward. And just rest here a little. You can even grab your elbows or be in an elbow grab. And you can rock yourself to left and right. Or you can even stay in just one place. Just relax here. And from here, put down your hands and slowly step back into mountain pose. And from here, if you could watch me a little, try to push out from your shoulders and let in. Push out and let in. We will need this for the headstand. So try to get the feeling of this. And slowly stop and get back into Shashankasana. And from here, get back into hands and knees. But this time, keep your forearms on the ground, palms facing down. And from this position, try to elevate your pelvis. You may need to step backwards or forwards a little. You can keep your knees bent. And just try to find this position. And also, if you got comfortable in this position, try to do what we did before. So push your forearms into the ground and then slowly let go of the force. Push your forearms into the ground and let go. You can feel that work in your shoulders. Try to get this feeling. And slowly stop, put back down your knees and rest a little in Shashankasana. Or you can bring back your hands next to you. And slowly get up. So we will do another practice which gets us ready for the headstand. Try to put, first of all, we warm up the neck, if we haven't done that already. So just put your head down. I will turn so you can see me better. Like an equal sized triangle. I don't know the English name, sorry. So put down the top of your head, make sure it's the top and not your forehead. And just rock your head to the left and right. And by rock I mean move slowly. Just roll over to the sides and then forwards and backwards a little. And try to make little circles on the top of your head. And to the other direction. And slowly stop and get up. Rest it a little. You can even move your neck around like this. And slowly again, put back down your head into an equal sized triangle. And from here, press your hands down, so there's a lot of weight on your hands, but there will be weight on your neck like this, which is no problem. And from here, start slowly walking up with your legs. And you can even elevate one of your legs and put your knee on your arm. You can slowly put back down and do this with the other one. And you can put it down, and you can do this with both. You can do this by just doing the one first and then trying to elevate with the other and keeping your balance. If you can do it, then just elevate both and put it on your arm. And slowly put back down if you came up. It's very important that you only do as much of these practices as it's comfortable to your neck. So anytime, without me saying it, just you can go back down. You can even pause the video. It's your own practice, so do what is good for you. We can do one more round of this. So put back down your head. Elevate your legs, slowly walk downwards and put up first one of your knee and then the other. If you cannot, then just keep practicing with one. If you cannot do even that, then it's completely fine. You can just be here and try to find a balance like this. Try to get used to this position. And slowly put back down and get back into this position, Shashankasana, Yoga Mudra. You can stretch forward with your hands if it is much more comfortable to you. And slowly elevate. And now we will do first the half headstand. Anytime, if you feel like that you are very afraid, you can just do something like this. I will show you the practice. So if you go up like this to the headstand, then there's no way you can fall, because I don't think you can make the wall crumble. So if you do this next to the wall, it will give you much more sense of safety. But at worst, you will just roll over. Speaking of which, let's do a roll over. So go to the end of your mat. Make sure that there is nothing next to it, so you cannot smash them. You cannot fall on anything but your mat. And go to your top of your head, being in a little ball, and then just roll over. This is the worst that can happen. You can do this a few times. If you would want, then pause the video. And if you have done this, then either next to the wall or on the mat, put down your hands like this. This will be the width of your arms, and just grab them together like this. And you will put your hand between them. Put down your hands and put your head between them. Close to your fingers, but not on them. It's important. And from here, do you remember what we did with the forearms? We need to push the forearms down into the ground. So we take off weight from the top of our head. From here, slowly elevate your legs, straighten them, like we would be in Sumervasana, and start walking towards yourself, your body. And from here, you can just elevate one leg, just bend one of your legs and pull it close to yourself. And do this with the other as well. Keep pressing your forearms. And if you feel safe enough, then slowly you can elevate both. But just stay in a little ball for now. If you are too afraid to do this, then you can just keep practicing like this. Just keep pushing your forearms into the ground. But I would suggest at least trying to elevate one of your legs, because that will make progress. Your biggest enemy here is the fear, and well, you are the only one who can be victorious in that fight. But I can assure you that this is not something dangerous, but make sure that there is nothing you can crash next to you, and only do as much as you feel safe. You will get used to it eventually. And if you manage to elevate one leg, or both legs, if you manage to elevate both, then you can just start to straighten them to the sky. And make sure that you keep pressing your forearms into the ground, so that there's a little weight, less weight on the top of your head, on your neck. And if you came up slowly, come back down. And go into Yoga Mudra. Try to let go of your the muscles, the tension in your neck. Try to relax your neck. And from here, what I like to do is slowly try to roll forward on the top of your head, but only as it feels comfortable to your spine. You can feel a little something in your spine back down if you do this, but that's usually a nice feeling for me, so do it if it's also a nice feeling for you. With this, we're basically trying to make our vertebrae a little more far away from each other. And it's usually a nice feeling. And slowly get back up. And we will now come to the front of the mat, grab your shins and push back your spine. And from here, as slow as you can using your muscles, try to arrive into lying down. Put down your foot, pull up your feet next, as close to your buttocks as it's possible for you. And with arms down, with palms down, stretch forwards with your hands towards your heels. And slowly, with an inhale, breathe in your chest, so don't use your stomach now for breathing. And using the chest for breathing, start to elevate your pelvis. Only elevate it as much as there's no discomfort in your waist. That's very important. Push your feet into the ground, elevate your pelvis. You can link your hands below your back. Flex your buttocks. And every inhale, stretch towards your chin with your chest. And slowly move back down. Elevate your legs and grab them with your hands. You can rest just like that, or you can rock yourself to the left and right. And grab your knees by your hands. Make sure your fingers are facing towards your feet, and start making little circles with your knee. And to the other direction. And slowly stop. And stretch upwards with your leg. They don't necessarily need to be stretched, so if it's too much tension for your thigh flexors, then just bend them like this. The point is that they be in the air. And just gently push your waist and sacrum into the ground, mainly the waist. And slowly let go of the force, and then bring your legs back down. Bend them in 90 degrees, put your hands to the side, and just move your legs to one side. And look into the other direction. Make this twist as comfortable as possible. It's relaxing at the end of the lesson. It should be a relaxing position. And move your head back first and then your legs. And put your legs into the other direction. And look into the other direction. And move your head back first and then your legs. Put down your legs And roll over to one of your sides and make sure your arm is under your head. The other arm is supporting yourself in front of your chest. And slowly, when you are ready, push yourself up. Arrive into a sitting position, and we will do a quick breathing practice. So get back into sitting, comfortable sitting, like in the beginning of the lesson. From here again, stretch upwards, pull back your chin a little and stretch upwards with the top of your head. Move your shoulders back and down, relax them. Hands around the knee, palms down or up, your preference. And close your eyes. And just observe your breathing. You can notice if there's any difference between now and the beginning of the class. And we will do Anuloma Viloma or alternate nostril breathing. If you know the practice, you can start already. If not, then elevate your right hand. Put your index and middle finger in the middle of your forehead. We will use the ring finger to close the left nostril, and we will use the thumb to close the right. Breathe out all air from both nostrils first. Then close the right and breathe in the left. Then close the left and breathe out on the right. Breathe in the right and breathe out on the left. Breathe in the left. Exhale on the right. Inhale on the right. Breathe out on the left. And do this in your own rhythm. You always change nostrils after an inhale. Do one more full circle, and after you have exhaled on your left nostril, put down your hands and return to your natural breathing. Try to keep this inner focus and get ready for relaxation. If you need to dress up, then dress up or bring a blanket and lie down on your back. Your legs should be at least a hip width spread, arms next to the body, palms facing upwards. Stretch down with your heels, starting from your hip, and with the next exhale, let it go. Stretch downwards with both your hands, and stretch upwards with the top of your head, and let the next exhale, let it go. Push down your sacrum and waist into the ground, stretch upwards with the top of your head, and with the next exhale, let it go. Try to observe your whole body at once. Try to feel every muscle, every cell, and relax them. If you feel there's tension anywhere, you can try to let go with an exhale. Keep breathing into that area and try to relax. If you need something stronger, then just flex those muscles as hard as you can, and with the next exhale, let it go. Feel your whole body. And relax. Let go. Surrender yourself to the ground. Let it support you. And slowly start bringing your focus to your breathing. Your breathing is soft, continuous. Relaxed. If any thought or feeling comes, just observe them for a second and then let them go. And return to observing your breathing. Keep your focus. And then slowly let go. Let go of observing your breathing as well. And just rest. Just relax, however long you want, to your health. Namaste.